On SBC2 now, Nosy Bonk is being jigsawed. Now this. Hello, welcome to Rich and Ali's Craven Newsround. It is, what's the date, Richard? I forgot to check. I think it's like the 9th of February, 2026. You think that's not good enough, is it? You've got to be sure. I'm Richard Herring from Off a Fist of Fun, and this is my 134-year-old ventriloquist dummy, Ali Sloper. I'm winking at it. I'm cheeky me. I'm not going to do all the same phrases, Rich. It just gets boring. Oh, what about Barbara said on it, Dardra? No one likes the same phrase, Rich. That's what you have to remember. Anyway, this is a daily, if we can manage it, weekday anyway, look at the news. We tell the news that the lame stream media, that's good, Rich. The lame stream, I call them the lame we media, that's good, Rich. I call them the lame, very small stream media, that's also good. I call them the main beam. That's not as good. No, that's not as good. Anyway, the mainstream media won't cover the subject, those things we're covering. We've already brought down, not quite the Prime Minister, but his two advisors. That's thanks to us, yeah. We've got Andrew. He's been knocked out of his house and had to live in a slightly smaller, massive house, yeah. We're really already making big waves, aren't we? Big waves in the world of the news and stuff like that. So, what's the news today, Histor? Well, you may have seen in the grown-up news that I'm one of the Coogan fan on Blue Sky. We're very happy about this because he wanted us to cover this story last week. Penisgate has happened in the world of skiing. Oh, Richard, you do not want to make gate out of penises. I've learned that the hard way. Have you? Yeah. They look very solid, don't they, when you cut them off? They're all firm and big, and then when you make a gate out of them, it just shrivels up. Does it? Yeah. Don't make a gate out of penises. That is definitely something we do not want to encourage on this show. Oh, it's worth pointing out, Rich. You try it once. You should try everything once. Well, no, don't try that. I tried it, and it didn't work. Just use wood, the proper wood, not like the... Did somebody say Penisgate? I mean, you could have come in on wood there. That's Cocky Carrot. Not really a part of this show. Let's see, we got the... There it is. This why penis size could matter in ski jumping and why it's so dangerous. It's been covered in a lot of the different places have covered it recently. This is in Grazia magazine, but Charlotte Roberts, a journalist who's very interested in penises. That's what I've heard. I would imagine so from this. She is telling us why male skiers are injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid. That's easy for you to say. You try saying it. Hyaluronic, it's pretty simple. Okay. Hyaluronic acid, and that will... I think a lot of the people who watch this show have suddenly perked up. I was going to say their interests are pricked up, but that's not quite right. You can make your penis bigger with by injecting it with hyaluronic. Why can't I say it? I can't say it. Hyaluronic, Rich. It's easy. Hyaluronic acid. Don't just inject any acid into it. Vinegar won't do. Don't put hydrochloric acid in there. Don't think I've just tried some different acids. Apparently, hyaluronic acid, it will increase the girth of a penis temporarily. That's all that matters, Richard. It's not the length, it's the girth. The girth, yeah, the girth. You don't talk about girth in anything else at the penis, do you? When you say, look at the girth on that, you know it's a fucking big, chunky cock, isn't it? Perfect to make a gate out of, you'd think, but no. They don't stay chunky, Rich. They look chunky and then they shrivel up like little snails in a shell. There's nothing left. All right, well, not everyone's does. This isn't something I have to worry about. I've been called by Pot Bitch surprisingly adequate in that That is, you're very proud of that. I did mean to do a stand-up show about that. But the thing is, I've got such small hands that if I can just hold my penis, it looks like my penis is massive. But I don't know why a bigger penis. It's the girth that counts. Why do you think a bigger penis would be an advantage in ski jumping? Well, I imagine, Richard, if you have a really big penis, as you're coming down to earth, you can use it as a sort of pole vault. A pole vault, yeah. So if you angle yourself at the right angle, the old wanger flops out, yeah, and then bang, it hits the snow, right, and then you go a bit further, don't you, like in a pole vault situation. Do you think that, do they measure it from, I think they measure it from when your skis hit the snow, Rich, so I don't think there's any law in ski jumping. I haven't looked into it, I'm just guessing. I don't think there's any law in ski jumping where if your penis touches the snow, that's how far you go. It's how your ski, so you could just nearly land, your massive wanger comes out, pops out, just pop it out, press a little button, it'll pop out. Not everyone works like a dummy. And then bang, you can, pole vault, get an extra few yards. At what cost though? Well, it will be, you'll have a grazed penis, the grazia tinasa, as they say in Grazia magazine. Your penis, Night Drake. That for these guys in the ski jumping world, Eddie the Eagle Edwards must have had a tiny wang because he couldn't go very far. That's it. But ski jumpers are now going to be judged, aren't they? The length of the jump is equivalent to at least the girth of the penis. I suppose in a pole vault situation, you need a bit of length to make sure it's away from your body, but it is. The more girth, the more chance you have, I suppose, of pole vault. I believe that's why they're doing well. Not according to, remember, Charlotte Roberts, obsessed. She's obsessed with penises, Charlotte Roberts. She's the penis correspondent of Grazia magazine. And if she doesn't sue me for this, you'll know that is definitely true. So she says they're trying to. It's a claim that World Anti-Doping Agency is now investigating, but the results of the investigation are yet to be revealed. It's left plenty of questions. Why would a ski jumper want to inject acid into their penis? What they do in their spare time, Charlotte, is none of your business. You shouldn't be writing about it in a magazine. What does it have to do with aerodynamics? And perhaps most importantly, is it safe? No, it isn't safe to inject your high acid into your penis. I'm going to tell you that. Apparently the acid only works for 6 to 12 months. So if you want to do this and if you want to have a bigger penis, guys, all the men who watch this, a thicker penis, which it's all than that, Richard, isn't it? You've got to, the more you can fill whatever hole you're sticking that thing in, the better it is to whoever is belonging to that hole. Well, not always, but I guess with consent, obviously with consent. How would to think anything else? Hyaluronic. Why can't you say hyaluronic acid? Okay, hyaluronic acid. That's hyaluronic acid. It's used it's like a lip filler, and it works like a sponge. Well, my penis is like a sponge. The penis is full of spongy tissue anyway, but it can hold up 1,000 times its weight in water. So you just get like a puffed up. Whatever you inject it into will be puffed up. So it's not the first people use it for penile girth enlargement surgeries. But only for 6 to 12 months. But how would this help with ski jumping, Charlotte asks? It's a good question. It's a pole vaulting, and it's not the pole vaulting. You were wrong with that. They stripped down to the underwear at the start of the season to have their suits created based on the exact measurements of their body length, including crotch height. This is why it works. So they're regulated because the outfit can actually have a significant effect on the performance. The total size of the suit can impact the amount of lift generated, which allows them to jump further. And which is obviously an important factor within ski jumping. According to a study in the scientific journal Frontiers, I've never heard of it. What scientific journal is fucking measuring blokes' cocks and seeing what difference that makes in ski jumping? I don't think it's a reputable one, is what I'm saying. Oh, can I just do that? Guys, I just need to measure all your cocks a minute, and then I'll come out on here, and then you jump on, then I'll see if you jump any further. But I just need to measure your... Can I just measure your cocks really accurately to the millimetre? Yeah, that's right. And dress up in a spandex suit. And yeah, that's right. That's what I'm thinking in front. What we're uncovering here, the lamestream media, a lot of perverts looking into the sizes of penises of skiers for their own gratification. It's my guess. It's just my opinion. It may not be true, but You can't try and think of a different reason why people would be obsessed with it. We're not obsessed, are we? No, we're trying to uncover the conspiracy about this. We're trying to show the people who are obsessed with penises, and it's definitely not us. As it's not us. We don't even care. I mean, you've done a show about penises, yeah, but that was, that's my job, so that's different. Yeah, it wasn't in a salacious way. I don't even like penises very much. Well, that's what you say. Anyway, look, according to the reports, a 2 centimetre enhancement in suit size were given extra 5.8 metres in jump length. So very much Eddie the Eagle Edwards must be looking embarrassed now as he sits. If he just had a bigger cock. What I don't understand is why they just, the penis, Coogan fan on Blue Sky World, his joke was that it can expand on its own. But, some people are growers, not showers. Some people are showers, not growers. So that's not necessarily the case. Also, I reckon if you have an erection during that time when they're measuring you, someone will tap it with a pencil. That's what my friend who worked in an STD clinic said occasionally guys would have an erection. She would just hit it with a pencil and that usually made it go down. That's a good tip, isn't it? That's a good tip. Well, and it's a good tip in every sense. But I think they wouldn't allow that. But why are they just going for this tiny area? What I've realised is I would be very good at ski jumping because I have an enormous stomach. That's more than 2 centimetres, isn't it? If you just keep eating and eating and eating, they'd have to have a massive suit and then you'd go a fucking mile. So these skinny ski jumpers, they're not divers. They're not. Well, ski diving would be a good Olympic sport. I'm all here for that. But these skinny guys, they should stop fucking injecting your cocks with acid, guys, and start just eating pies and stuff. That's the thing. That's what you need, just to get as fat as possible. Then you'll boom, you'll shoot off like a cannonball, and bang, you'll have won. And also, everyone will think you've got a massive cock as well. So it's a win-win situation. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, I don't approve of people increasing the size of their penises artificially. I don't think that is in the spirit, is it? You've got to work with what you've got, and you've got to learn to work with it, however tiny it may be. Anyway, look, we've got a report coming from the slopes of the Winter Olympics right now. I didn't want to have this reporter back. This is Henry Hippo. You may be aware of his work. He has insisted that he's been to a special clinic to stop him saying his catchphrase. In fact, last time he didn't say it when we were doing a report about breasts. Ironically, he didn't say it. But he's insisting that the ITC, or whatever it's called, that make sure that the content going out on this channel is appropriate for children, has been all over us saying if he comes on and starts talking about big wobbling boobies again, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. But he's insisted that he won't do that. So he's on the slopes. There he is. Oh, once again, I've got to do that. Otherwise it doesn't work. Oh, God, I've done the same thing again. Let's see if it works now. There we're on the slopes of the Winter Olympics there, and here he comes, our rapid reporter. Hello there, slightly see-through reporter. Hello, Richard, it's me, Henry Hutto. Hello, everyone. It's me. Hello. Well, so where are you exactly, Henry Hutto? I'm at the Winter Olympics, which is what town's that in? There it is, right behind me. The Winter Olympics, that's the ski slope of the Winter Olympics. I'm here. What town? I'm not sure. Ice are here. The ice, American ice are here. Well, there's a lot of ice there as well. That's very funny, Richard. No one's made that joke. Thank you. Well, it can't all be gold. And here, what country are you? What country is the Winter Olympics in this year? I mean, you've presumably flown there, so when you flew, which country did you fly to? I mean, I can't quite hear you in that ear, Richard. The Winter Olympics, I'm here at the Winter Olympics. I can't quite, the communication between you and me, I'm here at the Winter Olympics. And, well, technology is very good now. You would think he could hear you. Do you know what country is the Winter Olympics in? That's all I want to know. If you're our roving important reporter. Well, Richard, I can't hear you, so I'll just carry on with my report as usual. And of course, the big problem here that everyone's talking about is the unfair advantage that ski jumpers have in this sport. If they have big waddling doodies, Richard, if they have big waddling doodies, it creates more surface area than small waddling doodies. Big waddling doodies That's what they've all got. All the ski jumpers. I don't think that's true. They've all got it. And they all like the gathering duties. I love them, Richard. I love the waddling duties. I promised I wouldn't say it, but it's part of the report. I had to say it. It's not. The report's about slightly large girthsome penises. Big waddling boobies. Well, that's a very big disappointment, I have to say. We'll be back here. Oh, it worked. We got back to our studio. Hopefully the ITC or wherever it is that's in control of children's television won't hit us too hardly for that, because, I mean, it sort of was on point, wasn't it? And we won't have him back unless he absolutely promises not to say that again, because it's just not appropriate. And, this is what I want to say about this news report is it's very forward looking. It's a very right on. It's woke. It's so woke that, like, we're almost asleep again. That's how we're just like so awake. And whatever the young people are thinking is appropriate now, that's what we think as well. So that's sort of stuff from the 1970s, isn't it, that he's doing? And so I won't have him back on. It's awful, isn't it, Rich? Yeah, I mean, this is a serious news report, and people are relying on this to get their news, and they don't want a hippo who's slightly see-through coming on who doesn't know where he is to come on and say just big wobbling boobies. That is the last thing anyone wants. Are you proud of this? Are you proud of what we're doing here? Yeah. I think it's very important journalism, and I think when the year ends and the journalism awards come out, I think if we don't, that guy, why are you pointing over there? That's where the Winter Olympics is, back there. If we don't win, it'll be Henry Hippo's fault. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's news story about Penisgate. If you want to inject your penis with hyaluronic acid, how do you do it every time and I can't do it? Hyaluronic acid, then that's on you. Probably go to a proper clinic to do it. Don't just try not to inject yourself with anything. Oh, that's some lovely arm heroin, Rich. No, don't do arm heroin. That's really bad for you. And don't do penis heroin. That's probably worse for you. So whether I can find a vein these days, Rich. Okay. We're not encouraging the use of any kind of acid or any kind of drugs. Please just be happy with what you've got. It's what you do with it that counts. And if what you're doing with it is ski jumping, then, maybe just bash it around on a banister or something for a bit to get that all puff up like that, wouldn't it? That's just do it the natural way. Slam it in a door, and everything will be fine. So anyway, good luck to all our ski jumpers, and remember, whoever comes last has a really tiny cock. Anyway, it's time for us to go. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, everyone. We're just wrapping up here. That's me wrapping up with my papers. Yeah, I know. And then we've got to just talk my mouth as if we're talking. See you next time.